Oh, hi, Anne. I'm so glad that you came back, that you came for supervision again this week. Did you get the agenda I printed or I sent you via email?
Yep.
All right, perfect. I have it here as well, just for
Okay.
our reference. So I just want to talk to you about, I want to catch up and see how things are going with that kindergartner from last time. And then I just want to see how else you're doing as well. How is that kindergartner doing?
Really well. So we have a sticker chart that we've been using, and I met with the teacher because obviously I needed her support as well to kind of implement it. So she's been using it, and she said she has seen a lot of improvements in the student. So yeah, so I think it's going really well. I've been using it in my office also, and it seems like he is very motivated by stickers, so that's good.
Awesome. Did you have anything, I just want to, before we go on to the other things in the agenda, did you have anything you wanted to bring up and put on the agenda?
Yes, I have a student that I've been working with all year, and I'm just really not seeing improvement, so I wanted to talk about that as well.
Why don't we go ahead and just talk about that right now?
Yeah, so this student is actually a middle schooler. She's in 6th grade, and I meet with her with 2 other girls in a group every week, about 3 times a month, I would say. And every week we start out the group with good things, and the purpose of the group is to talk about coping skills. And she really just, she stares at the ground most of the time. She won't give a good thing. Even if she's encouraged by her peers, she just never gives input for the rest of the group. If asked what coping skills she uses, she says none. Yeah, so I'm just really seeing no improvement.
What other things have you tried? I know you said a lot about having her peers give her promptings or saying different things. But what else have you tried?
Well, we've gotten kind of creative with it. We've tried some different things. We've tried doing motivating her with crafts in the group. We've tried mindfulness. We've kind of tried just like listening to music and relaxing, and trying to get her to open up to the group. I've even tried to meet with her individually just to see if the group is what was making her uncomfortable, but received the same response. Pretty much no. She really never has much to say.
So has there been anything else you've tried?
I've talked to the teachers, tried to get their input, see if there's anything that they've noticed that she would maybe be like motivated by, and they weren't able to identify anything. They say that they see a lot of depression in the classroom as well, and that she doesn't like to raise her hand or really advocate for herself in the classroom either.
Okay, so it sounds like you've tried really a lot to work with the student and get her more involved in group and just see some improvement. So I commend you for that. That's awesome. I love seeing your involvement and your passion for helping this student grow. I'm wondering if maybe it's time, because what you were saying about talking with the teachers and trying all these different tools and therapy type options. I'm wondering if maybe it's time to refer her to someone outside of our school. So I wonder if that would be something that would be a good option for the student, especially if you were saying the teachers are seeing some depression. Maybe that's something we need to work on or come together as an IEP team.
And that's something I should have mentioned. She actually does see a therapist outside of school, and it has been diagnosed with depression. So, and I've been in touch with her therapist as well outside of school. So we've kind of tried to meet with all the adults and get input from that.
Wow, so really you've done everything, it seems like, to work with a student. I just commend you for doing that and just keep doing what you're doing. Hopefully, are there times when she seems a little more engaged than not?
I would say she does have days where she will come and although she doesn't say much, she will say more than she typically does. So we just kind of all try to roll with it, and really I try to encourage her and give her a lot of positive support, and I praise her.
That's really nice though. I would just tell you to keep doing what you're doing then, especially on those days where it seems she seems to be a little more engaged. Maybe you try and replicate that a little more.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to talk about with that?
No, that's helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm really glad about that. Thanks for bringing that in. That's really neat to hear. So I also want to talk about and follow up with last time we talked about trying to get your reports done and all that paperwork, and I know that I'm sure you're just so frustrated with it that you really want to work with these students and see improvements, but you also have to get all that paperwork done too. And I know that last time we talked about doing having some interns work with the groups or work with your students and get some of that paperwork done. And I'm just wondering how that's going.
Yeah, so I do have an intern, and I have kind of trained her and introduced her to 3 of my students. I kind of chose 3 students that I think would be good introductory cases for my intern. It's been going really well. From what I've heard, the intern's really enjoying the new responsibility, and I think it's been going really well. I am having a really difficult time with the fact that she does not have the codes, and she's not able to then go put in progress notes on the work she's doing with these students. So that puts me in a difficult place because she's not able to log in, and I'm uncomfortable with her logging in as me. So we pretty much just end up working on the progress notes together then, which is taking more time than it would had I just been doing it.
Right. Oh, I'm sure you must be really frustrated about that.
Yeah.
You seem a little stressed about that too. I'm really sorry about that, and I hear that. I am going to, after we get done meeting here, I'm going to send an email over to our tech director and see what he can do about getting your intern access to our database for all those case notes. Because that would help you out a ton.
Yeah.
Having her do her own, you can just go in and read hers and sign off on them.
Definitely.
So I'm gonna do that. And as far as other paperwork, how else do you think you could just find time in your day to work on that?
I don't know. I find that typically I meet with a student and then I have like 20 minutes in between students, and then I go see the next student, and in that 20 minutes I will organize my office or do little things. So it's all these little chunks of time between meeting with students, and I'm not getting much done in that time. So then the end of the day comes and I haven't gotten a lot done.
How do you think you could utilize those little chunks of your day instead of
never thought about that. Maybe I could look at the schedule that I have with my students and schedule them more back to back. So then I have longer periods of time where I'm not seeing students that I could potentially dedicate to documentation, because I find it difficult to really get into something if I only have a few minutes. But if I have a longer period of time, I'm able to really sit down and focus. So maybe I could look at my schedule and adjust that.
That's a really great idea. Are there any other ideas that you have about getting more paperwork done?
I find that I'm more motivated to do paperwork in the mornings, so maybe I could plan on doing that right in the morning, even if it means coming a little bit earlier and then just ending my workday just a few minutes early, so that I'm staying within the time frame.
Are there any other ideas?
Not that I can think of right now.
That's okay. I love the 2 ideas that you came up with, rearranging, seeing if you can rearrange your schedule. Remind me of the other one.
Maybe just coming in a little bit earlier so I could work on documentation.
Which one do you think it would be more probable for you to implement?
It might be a little bit difficult for me to get here earlier in the morning because I have to drop off my kids at school and stuff, but I might be able to do a little bit of a combination of both. I'll look at reworking my schedule and seeing if also I could just even get here like 15 minutes earlier in the morning.
Sounds great to me. I would love it if you could try that within the next couple of weeks before we meet again, just to see how it's going, and then we can figure out if there's if we need to have another plan in place for trying to get that paperwork done.
Okay.
I really loved that you came up with those solutions that seem to work in your schedule and how you would want to do it. So then we'll. Is there anything else you'd like to say on the paperwork?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
Okay, then we'll go ahead and go on to other parts of the agenda. Thank you so much, Anne.
Yeah, thank you.